Hello, Timmy Nafso here, Executive Vice President of FortisPay, and what we're talking about is the TLS 1.0 Expiration. And what this means for your business is if you're on TLS 1.0, there's a possibility that you will not be able to process transactions in the upcoming months. Why this is important is TLS 1.0 is actually a protocol that was launched in 1999. So as you can imagine, a lot has changed from 1999, and there's a lot of technologies that are still utilizing old vehicles to communicate on the web. And with that being said, how does this affect your business? And what steps do you need to take to make sure that your business is not going to go down because of the TLS 1.0 expiring? A lot of products and businesses have already been made aware of this, and a lot of newer technologies are already on TLS 1.1 or TLS 1.2. And I've said on a previous video, TLS 1.3 is already coming out, it's already being worked on, but we at least have to be on 1.1 for all of your systems to function properly on the web. So with that being said, what is it that you're going to do as a business owner to make sure that TLS 1.1 or 1.2 is actually living on your systems? And one of the things is you want to reach out to your merchant processing company, a company like us, like Fortis Payments. You're going to reach out to them and say, hey, I just want to ensure that I am not going to go down because of TLS 1.0. Now, what's really interesting about this is you may have a credit card terminal that's sitting on your counter right now, and it looks exactly like the credit card terminal at your second location, and your first location is TLS 1.0 and your second one is TLS 1.1. So just by looking at a credit card terminal doesn't tell you whether it is or isn't. You actually have to go to a site and test it, or you have to reach out to make sure that the proper programming is in the terminal, because although the hardware may be good and can accept it, the software that was initially loaded into that terminal is not. So that's very important to do. If you're accepting gift and loyalty cards, you want to reach out to your gift and loyalty company, or again to your credit card processing company. If you have a shopping cart with a shopping cart integration, you want to make sure your web developer, whoever developed your shopping cart, has TLS 1.1 or 1.2, or your shopping cart could actually go down. Furthermore, the gateway that powers the shopping cart, which this information could also be found with your credit card processing company, is also TLS 1.1 or 1.2. Furthermore, if you're dealing with a point of sale system or any type of technology that's connected to the web, you rely on the web for a handshake between the website and the server. We're going to also want to reach out to every single one of those vendors to make sure that that's happening. So being proactive in this process is very important, because what we want to mention is, technically speaking, the deadline is June of 2018, the end of June. So July 1st is what we're being told is the hard date. But a lot of technologies are ending that sooner. They're actually setting their cutoff for now. We've seen terminals go down in February and businesses actually not be able to process transactions. We also are seeing hard deadlines for certain gateways that are happening in March and April. And one of the reasons why, they're trying to stay ahead of it. So they know that they can't wait until that real deadline, because then there's no room for error at that point, and they don't always have the infrastructure to support everybody going down all at once. And furthermore, the issue that they have is they don't know what's happening with all of your systems at your business, nor can they control it. So browsers, your Google Chrome, your Internet Explorer, all of those things have to also be updated. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. If you have any concerns, we're here to help. Thanks for listening.